Former CIA analyst and nationally syndicated radio host Buck Sexton.
If someone wants to talk about undermining faith in institutions, it would seem to me that withdrawing Congress's ability and obligation to do oversight here and then hoping that this just goes away is the worst of all options. The better option is for it to come out. Democrats can respond. The FBI can add the context that they think is necessary, and the American people can finally know there's a presidency at stake here. I'm in favor of releasing the memo. I think that they should let the public know as much as they can.
And all memos, every memo. Just get it all out of there.
The more the better. This is not a bureaucratic turf battle, and this is not the time for games. We need to know what really happened, and both sides should want that. I feel like right now only one seems to. If people want to talk about undermining our faith in institutions, that we've gotten this far with so many different members of Congress saying the American people need to know, and then we're not going to know, that's just unserious. There are a lot of people who are disenfranchised who don't strap on suicide vests, who don't decide that they're going to go join a foreign fight in a foreign country as part of an imperial venture and kill as many innocent civilians in their home country.
This is exactly the argument.
Oh, Juliet, I'm former CIA. I don't need a lecture about the sanctity of people risking their lives.
Well, I don't think she's stand by. Hold on. I don't think she's lecturing you. I think she's giving her point of view.
That was actually a lecture. I served in 2 war zones. I'm not going to be lectured about people taking risks overseas.
I am not interested in relitigating this campaign.
But a lot of people are. Did you read Paul Krugman today? I mean, a lot of people on the left are interested in that.
That's
coming after us. They're not just
yes,
coming after us.
They are, in fact, coming after us. So we need to sit here and talk about all the terrorists.
But they're mostly going after each other. They're
when
going
I say
after
us,
Shia,
I'm referring to America and Europe and the West
Dhaka,
and all peaceful Muslims and everyone around the world who doesn't believe that strapping a suicide vest on because you're disaffected, because you have some belief that somehow this will take you to a place of paradise and virgins, whatever the case may be, everybody who isn't on that team is on my team. This notion you have in your head that when I say us, I'm referring to what? Republican Americans? I was in the counterterrorism center of the CIA. I was working with foreign allies all over the world to try and stop these kinds of attacks. And I have to be honest with you, after this sort of an attack happens, there is this knee-jerk reaction that we see from people who are center to left of center, constantly trying to sort of wrap all this around the bad rhetoric of people who want to speak openly and honestly about terrorism. We're just trying to empower the moderates from within Muslim societies. We're trying to empower our allies in countries that we do work with in the Muslim world and outside the Muslim world to stop people from getting mowed down at a celebration of a national holiday. That's it.
Which include other Muslims.
I've said that 4 or 5 times already.
Okay, we're getting off track here.
We are getting off track.
Buck Sexton, former CIA analyst, have at it.
Buck Sexton.
Hang on, Buck.
All right, Buck Sexton, very good.
Good to see you. I wish I could say that it was bigger than that, but
we don't know yet.
Hopefully I'm wrong.
Hopefully Buck is wrong.
There we go.
I like when he's wrong about this, not other stuff, because he's usually always right.